Well, good Sunday morning. My name is Jaden Jefferson, and thanks for joining me for this week's Community Focus. The winter season is upon us, so it's definitely going to be a challenging time for a lot of our local organizations that specialize in helping people in our community. And joining me right now is Savannah Rayford with the Cherry Street Mission. Good morning.
Good morning, Jaden.
So would you be able to give me an idea of, obviously, Cherry Street Mission is 24/7, 365. You guys are always serving people, but the winter season, it seems like that demand really does increase.
Absolutely. Yeah. So typically, we've always seen the numbers of individuals that we serve increase in the winter time. So usually, there are folks who may live in encampments or other situations outside throughout the summer months that really, as the weather begins to get cold, they want to come indoors, understandably so. There are folks who have experienced trauma or for some reason do not want to be in a congregate living setting, and so they choose to be outside. But like I said, with the winter months approaching, people come in for warmth, and that's what Cherry Street is here for.
And you're the vice president of programs and services, and you guys do have a lot of programs and services at Cherry Street Mission. So give people an idea of what some of that work entails.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cherry Street continues to be a growing and thriving organization in the city of Toledo. We're actually celebrating our 75th anniversary this year. And so Cherry Street is just one of those anchor institutions in our community. And the thing that's so special and unique about Cherry Street is that we have grown and adapted through the years to really rise to meet an ever-changing community need. And so with that, services have most definitely expanded throughout the years. So some programmings that people can take advantage of. Of course, Cherry Street is known for our emergency services portion. So we have our residences at our men's building. We have about 150 men's beds, and at the Sparrow's Nest, about 75 women's beds. So of course, our shelters are open. We also provide 3 meals a day at both our Life Revitalization Center and at each of our shelters. And what I love so much about the meals that we provide, Jaden, is that we actually partner up with local farmers and others in the food industry. And we have 3 chefs on site who prepare just delicious, nutritious meals. And so, of course, Cherry Street, again, is known for the meal services that we offer, as well as emergency clothing. So emergency services is all about stabilizing the individual. But quickly, we know from there, we are here to help resource individuals to live a full, healthy life. And so one of the programs that we offer is called the Ready for Life program, where individuals get to get connected one-on-one with a community resource navigator and list out goals in terms of housing and viable income, making livable wages. And the other one that we talk about is healthy relationships, what it looks like to build a full support system in our life with friends, maybe a pastor, primary care physicians, therapists, things of that nature. And so again, Cherry Street's here to be a hub to all kinds of local resources in the Toledo area. We also have our high acuity program, which is one of our new programs. High acuity really focuses on helping individuals with severe persistent mental illness that has gone untreated or chronic medical conditions that have been untreated. And again, with those populations, what we're really looking for is connecting to community resources to help provide stabilization. So we work with entities like the Unison ACT team, which stands for Assertive Community Treatment. It's basically a mobile psych unit, if you will, or Mercy Health Outreach that provides nurses and social workers to come out into the field and again, just meet people right where they're at to help connect them to resources and either stabilize so they can participate in the Ready for Life program or help them move to higher levels of care, such as nursing homes, group homes, things of that nature. So that's a high acuity program. We also have our Caleb Transitional House program. And again, that actually runs in conjunction with the Unison team as well. And that is helping people who are deemed chronically homeless. So they've been experiencing homelessness for quite a while, and they need help with rehabilitation services. So that way, when they get the housing opportunity, they're able to be stabilized and have a lesser chance to face eviction down the line. So lots of programs here at Cherry Street. Workforce development was another one that I missed. We have 7 operating programs. So all this information can be found online at our website.
And you had mentioned that ever-changing need. So how has the need changed throughout the last few years?
Yeah, Jaden, such a great question. COVID was very fascinating for Cherry Street. I am happy to report that our team gathered around and created best practices to really care for folks in congregate shelter during the pandemic. And so again, happy to report that our infection rates were less than 10% because of the tight protocols that we had in place, ensuring that people had access to medical care, the cleaning protocols that were put into place, so on and so forth. As we start to see this new normal, if you will, there is an aftermath of folks really struggling with mental illness on a level that we have not seen before. You couple that with the economic challenges that the community is facing. So really, Cherry Street, this is an area where I think we shine the brightest in. Both, again, being an access point to help people connect to mental health services, as well as the workforce development training opportunities for people to really advance their careers and make sustainable wages.
And if people are hearing this and want to support Cherry Street Mission's, their mission there, how can they go about doing it?
Absolutely. So several ways people can support. But all those ways would be listed on our website at cherrystreetmission.org. Everything from financial contributions to volunteerism. Hey, it takes a whole community to do this work. So we're grateful for a community that continues to support.
For sure, it definitely takes a village to do this work. And Savannah Rayford of the Cherry Street Mission, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jaden.